We have some unused transformers. We only need to add a few capacitors to make a simple spot welding machine. Today I'll share the production process with everyone. First, prepare a wooden board as a base. The transformer used here is a 12 volt 3 amp, which is fixed on the base. The transformer's output current can be slightly lower or higher. It will work, but it will affect the capacitor's charging speed. The greater the transformer's output current, the faster the capacitor can charge, which allows for continuous spot welding without delay. We use 4 electrolytic capacitors rated at 25 volts with a capacitance measured in tens of thousands. Here you need to ensure that the voltage rating of the capacitors is at least 1.5 times higher than that of the transformer's output voltage. Otherwise, it's easy to cause the capacitors to overvoltage and burst. We use these 4 capacitors in parallel to increase the overall capacity. The higher the capacitance, the larger the discharge current, allowing for welding thicker materials when spot welding a battery due to the larger discharge current. So when connecting them in parallel, we need to use slightly thicker copper wires for the connections. Because the transformer outputs alternating current, it can't be directly used to charge the capacitors. Therefore, between the secondary output of the transformer and the capacitors, we need to connect a rectifier bridge or a diode to convert the transformer's AC output into DC to charge the capacitors. The rectifier bridge is marked on both sides. The positive side is for the positive output and the negative for the negative output. The middle 2 legs are the AC inputs and connect to the secondary of the transformer. This side doesn't need polarity distinction and can be connected freely. At the primary winding of the transformer, which means the 224 volt AC input, we connect the power supply wire to a plug for convenience. We also connect an LED light with a 1 kilo ohm resistor to the ends of the capacitor as a simple power indicator light circuit. The positive and negative ends of the electrolytic capacitors are the output ends and are used to connect the welding pen. The welding needles can be replaced with thick copper wires, with heat shrink tubing for insulation. Here is the circuit diagram. A simple spot welding machine is now complete. When you want to use it, just connect the power source, wait for the capacitors to charge. The charging speed is determined by the capacitor's capacity and the transformer's output current. Once charged, you just need to place the 2 welding needles on the battery or other liquid state to start welding.